me see what schools I have here. I think I know all y'all together. So I know I got West Georgia in the house. That's all y'all in the middle? West Georgia? All right, let me get 2 claps for West Georgia. Hey, y'all, come on, man. We got school spirit. 2 claps for West Georgia. All right, what's y'all mascot anyway? The wolf. Now, listen. Y'all supposed to be wolves, and y'all clapping like kitty cats. Yeah, oh, they sneak up on you? Oh, okay, so y'all got, I'm gonna turn around, and y'all clap so y'all sneak up on me. Here we go. West Georgia in the house? Okay, that's a little bit better, y'all. Man, I like to have fun, I'm Coach E, Erich Thomas. I'm the co-founder of Pharaoh's Conclave. I founded it with my wife. We're both born and raised here. I'm born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. Went through APS. Had a chance to go to the military. Didn't quite work out for me at the Naval Academy, so I went to Tuskegee University in Alabama. Graduated with, I started out aerospace engineering, and then I ended up majoring in construction science management, which was civil engineering and business. So it was pretty cool, construction industry. From there, worked in the construction industry for about 7 years, building a lot of buildings around the country. A lot of fun, chance to meet a lot of people. And then after I got married to my wife, who was a graduate of Lakeside High School, she got it, I said that wrong. Lakeside High School, computer science from Spelman, PhD in computer science from Georgia Tech, worked for IBM, and then she got back in academia, teaching at Spelman College, then went on to Auburn University in the game design, made classes that she created. They took them and they have her teaching them, but now she's on loan, or I should say fellowship to Georgia Tech, working on some stuff, research they're doing out there. So very steeped in computer science and STEM-based careers, both of us, and with that, we created what we're creating. What school y'all from over here to my right, to my left?
Stevenson High School.
Wait a minute. Who brought y'all? Who y'all teachers there? Wait, who is who?
I'm Chris Keith.
I'm Miss Granville. We're from DeKalb County.
I know y'all from DeKalb County. I know Miss Baker. Yeah. I know Miss Taggart. Yeah. I'm Pharaoh's Conclave. We are, I think it's our FBLA.
Yes.
We did some sponsors so y'all can use. Yeah, I know Stevenson. I live off of Union Grove. I'm down the street. Y'all let myself. So y'all will get a kick out of this presentation. Yes. Y'all will see this because I want to make sure what I did with a young lady from Lithonia High School happens at Stevenson High School. Right. But first of all, let's start with this quick reel.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to take some serious manner?
Some extra protection. If a player goes off, like right now, David Master is.
So this is a true national competition that we had today. And so you were the witnesses of the first ever, the inaugural 2021-2021 Youth Esports League National Championships and Conference.
All right. How much do y'all think I paid for somebody to make that reel?
$200.
You getting closer?
400.
You getting closer?
Up a little.
Upper.
$650.
All right, 500. I split the difference. I paid one of my students $500 to make that reel for me. Do y'all think there's money in esports and video games?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. This past summer, we did our inaugural National Youth Esports League National Championship and Conference, where we actually had students from Louisiana, South North Carolina, Florida, and Georgia competing for scholarships. We gave over $50,000 in scholarships to winners at the college level and at the elementary school level as well, because we believe in giving opportunities all up and down the pipeline of education. All right, it's not just about professional players and this, that, and the other. There's a lot of folks out there that are looking to get a couple $1,000s to buy a PC, to buy a Rodecaster, so they can get into podcasting, to buy whatever software they need to mix and master the beats that they're making. All of those opportunities we make sure we're doing with Pharaoh's Conclave. Again, as I said before, my name is Erich Thomas, and I'm co-founder of Pharaoh's Conclave, where we prepare youth for esports careers at the K-12 and the collegiate level. We started this back in probably about 2016, and I'm going to kind of go down a little bit of a memory lane with what we were doing. So probably about 2006, we first started hearing about esports. Now, this is where I come from. How many of y'all know what that game is? What game is that?
Dang.
I've seen it.
You caught it. It's an old game.
It is an old game. It's Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Oregon Trail was one of the games I grew up playing on the Commodore 64. My wife on an Apple IIe computer at her school lab. And you would always end up dying of dysentery. You were a settler trying to settle in the Wild West or whatever. Before we really learned about what happened with a lot of that stuff. So they actually did a reboot of that game. They let you play the game from the perspective of an indigenous person, from the perspective of a settler, from the perspective of a marauder, and a bunch of different things. So if you haven't got a chance to check out Oregon Trail, the reboot, I suggest you do that. But I know my teachers in the back, y'all know Oregon Trail, right? Nope. What about this one? What about this one? Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. See, we here. Where in the world is? They used to have a TV show. Man, that was awesome back in the day. Y'all don't know about that. But anyway, they had Where in the World, and so they actually taught you geography while you were trying to solve crimes. To follow her, she was like an international criminal. You had that yourself. And so when you think about video games, don't think it's something different. It is computer science. It's a computer program. And there's a bunch of different languages that allow you to make games like that. So if somebody's ever telling you to put down the controller or whatever, and you're trying to do this, like, hey, I'm participating in some computer science right now. So go ahead and let them know from the jump. And that might get them off your back a little bit. 14 plus million black and brown gamers in the United States between the ages of 15 and 24. $800 million spending power exists with those young people. And 1.5 billion well, actually it's about a $3 billion industry that the esports industry is right now. But it's inside of a $200 billion, that's billion with a B, video game industry, which is a part of, we do a podcast called Gamify. It's gaming, it's digital entertainment, gaming, arts, and anime. Got any anime watchers out there? What's y'all anime? What y'all watching?
Currently, I'm watching One Piece.
One Piece, okay.
That's all.
Hero Academia? You watching who? Assassination Clash?
Assassination Classroom.
I've never watched that. I'm about to try that one out.
That one's amazing.
Y'all, I see, but I did Dragon Ball Z. Voltron, that was our anime. Robotech, y'all remember Robotech? Man, I'm telling y'all. But this has been around for a long time. That lets you know that this industry isn't going anywhere. It's going to be here for a while. So we talk arts and anime. We also talk about music. How many of y'all like music out there? Exactly. Okay, I'm in the right place. We also talk about esports, and that's competitive video gaming, right? And then we talk about film, the film industry, which is one of the hottest industries right now. That between gaming and film, Atlanta is taking over, Georgia is taking over. So there's a lot of opportunities, but the interesting thing about that, though, the people to take the jobs that are available right now do not exist. Why? Because we have not trained them to take those jobs, okay? And so y'all have a unique opportunity right now because y'all are interested in this industry to receive a lot of the training that's available at a lot of the local colleges and universities and programs like Pharaoh's Conclave that'll get you ready for these opportunities. Meet Andrew Richmond, senior, Lithonia High School, avid gamer, interested in computer science and design, dreams of becoming a shoutcaster. Anybody here know what a shoutcaster is? Nobody knows what a shoutcaster is? So the person who is on, so when y'all saw the reel earlier, you saw the two people that were talking about the game and what was happening, just like you watch an NFL game, basketball game, the commentators for esports is called a shoutcaster. All right, but you also can be a streamer as well, like Corey Kinchin and folk like that play the games and, you know, tell people and you can have fun while they play the games. But that's what she was really interested in. But she had a unique problem that's uniquely to women and people of color as well. The unique problem that exists for women and people of color is that, one, they only know about competitive gaming, so being a pro gamer, or designing the game. But if they know of anything else, the second problem presents itself. They don't know how to get started. They don't know where to go to school. They don't know what programs exist, what kind of certifications they could do to get them to the next level. And again, that's where Pharaoh's Conclave comes in. And we created a solution. We have a platform, a lead, and an apprenticeship program. Because when we first got into this area, we saw that there was no clear pathway for a young person to go into this industry. So we knew we had to get a learning platform so they could learn, build those capacities. They had to have a lead, a living lab where they could actually go in and do what they would apply the skills they were learning, and an apprenticeship program to help them out with a little bit of money in their pockets with college scholarships and internship opportunities. So we want to make sure we did all of that. So the platform, again, STEM-based platform, aligns with all the standards, project-based inquiry learning, certifications, and the unique thing that we do with our program is we match you with industry professional mentors. All right, we want you to talk to the industry professionals that know what they're doing, but not only know what they're doing, we want y'all to talk to industry professionals that look like y'all. So if you're looking for women, we have a lot of women that we work with PhDs and all kind of stuff that they've done, and they're now moving from what they were doing into this industry. All over the world, not just in America, not just in the USA, but we have Europe, South Africa. We have all kind of partners doing this as well. And then in our league, so we've been doing our state high school championship since 2017. Tucker High School won twice. STEM Sport, they are a community-based organization in Southwest Atlanta. They won. Then after them, it was 1, 2, 3. After them, in our fourth one, we had the Life School, which is downtown Atlanta. They are a self-directed, small kind of private school. And last year, we had Rockdale Magnet High School for Science and Technology that actually won last year for the team. But we do team and individual play. So again, we gave over $5,000 in scholarships. And $50,000 in scholarships last year, and today we've probably given over close to about $250,000 in scholarships to students at all ages. Because again, we want to make sure that they're able to not only afford school, but to get, like I was saying earlier, the equipment that it takes to do all this kind of stuff as well. Lastly, we have our apprenticeship program. This is something new that we are bringing out. So we had our apprenticeship program in game design and development approved by the United States Department of Labor. All right, so you can get an official certification in those programs, and we train. It's a 3-year program. So you come in, you learn, you build capacity, you work for our company, you intern for our company for a year, and then after that, we send you to one of our partner companies like DoorDash. If you have an opportunity to go out to South Africa, work with Live Gaming, Logitech. They're actually headquartered in South Africa. Disney Plus, Unity, Samsung, some local companies as well. So we want to make sure that y'all have opportunities, and we're very deliberate about the partners we have, because we want to make sure that you have an opportunity to work with somebody that cares about you and cares about your well-being and what you're learning. So we want to be very deliberate about those people. So let's go back to Andrea, right? After graduating from Laconia, she went to Spelman College. She majored in computer science. She joined our program and learned game design, shoutcasting, streaming, and comic book creation. And when she learned that, she also was able to come back every summer and teach in our summer program and make money that way as well as a facilitator and an instructor. And then we hired her on to actually shoutcast for our live league events and our online league events. She was able to do that, apply all the skills. Her tag is Boarding McBoard. That's her tag for shoutcasting and gaming. And she also streams as well. So she's all over that side, and she's making some good money doing that. from us and from other partners as well. She then went on to work for the Yard Esports Alliance, HBCU Esports Alliance, and the HBCU Heroes. Here, they're both based here in Atlanta, Georgia. So she streamed and shoutcasted for their tournaments that happened over this past summer. And from that, and in this time, she graduated with her degree in computer science, by the way. So don't think she just left school. She got her degree as well. And now she's a professional shoutcaster, and she's shoutcasted for many leagues. She's going to be going to Las Vegas to do a tournament out there in Las Vegas because people came, they saw her, and they were like, she's so good that we need her. And so she's making a lot of good money, but she's also in control of her destiny. She gets to pick and choose what she does. She gets to pick and choose who she works for. This is her company, her brand. And so those are the things that we teach you, how to make your own self a brand. And it doesn't just stop there. With Andrea, we've done this for several students. Austin Euler, graduate of Arabian Mountain High School. I know y'all know Arabian Mountain. He's currently at Clark Atlanta University, majoring in computer science and he's also on the football team. He joined the football team. He was a tight end last year. They got him on the line as a tackle. So we work with a lot of young people that do a lot of things besides just gaming. You know, it's good to be well-rounded as well. We want you to be a well-rounded young person. Asia Carthen, she graduated from an online school. She's at Fort Valley State, second year. We actually had her since she was in 6th grade. And she did all of those with us. She teaches our classes, but right now she has over 50,000 followers on her YouTube channel because she teaches people how to start YouTube streaming companies. She tells you how to understand the analytics of the algorithm so that you're building your base, you're building your followers, and you're getting paid because it's a lot of nuances that they put in there that can trip you up. She teaches you all of that. She teaches that for us in all of our conferences and our workshops, and she comes back and teaches our students all that information. So for us, it's really been a labor of love. Another Arabian Mountain High School student who's at Georgia Gwinnett, he is the commissioner of our Youth Esports League now. So he gets paid for that. He gets paid to do a lot of our tournaments. He's a coach, so he's getting paid again. And Rochelle, graduated from Spelman, computer science, working on a PhD in computer science. So for us, it's all about really taking you to the next level. Platform League Apprenticeship Program. We have a year-long program as well that goes from summer to summer. So there's a lot of cool things that we do. We're going to have in February, we'll be at Atlanta Metro State College, where we'll be doing a conference out there for our collegiate students. We also have a high school portion as well. But then again, we're going to do a face-to-face youth conference at Championship in June. So that'll be a lot of fun, and we'll be able to connect you all with as well. So this is Pharaoh's Conclave in a nutshell. Any questions out there from anybody? Any questions? And you see, let the DeKalb take the lead. This was actually something we put together for DeKalb County. So the DeKalb County School District is really pushing esports and giving you all opportunities to do that as well. So that's pretty cool. Any other questions? My folks from West Georgia, y'all got any questions like, what y'all gonna do when y'all graduate? What's going on? You said am I the first person to ask y'all that question?
No.
Okay, I'm like, wow. Let me ask you this: what makes it difficult, or what's giving you a challenge? I should say challenge, not difficult. What's the challenge in trying to figure out what it is you want to do that you feel like you're facing right now?
I don't really feel passionate about anything enough to want to do it for the rest of my life.
And you know what? That's okay. Let me tell y'all why. I started out aerospace engineering, did civil engineering. I worked for the construction industry for some years. Then I left that when I got married, moved out to California, and started teaching. That was cool. I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, so we do a lot of youth development and a lot of youth mentoring, right? And then, you know, we do steps and step shows. I am a play national champion, you know, all that stuff. But we have fun. But still, I've met a lot of people in those organizations that I've been a part of that started their own company. And when I saw that they were doing it, they weren't too different from me, I was like, why don't I start my own company? So in our program, we're not just teaching you how to have a job and go work for somebody. We're teaching you how to start your own company. So you're saying you're not passionate about what's out there right now? How about you make what you want to do? What is it that you are passionate about? That's what we focus in on. I'm not trying to teach you, right? I'm trying to facilitate your progression to what you want to do. right? So tell me something that you're interested in. What are you interested in right now?
US.
Yeah, I'm asking you. Am I the first person to do that too? Because you know what? A lot of teachers don't actually ask that. Go ahead. Go ahead. If you could make money doing it, what would it be that you would do?
I'm really passionate about like, I don't know, marginalized,
Go ahead.
marginalized groups and the issues that they face.
And give me some of those issues that they face. This is how I teach in my classes too. Like I don't
Make me
like.
uncomfortable.
I hope you make you uncomfortable, but see the thing is you can't be comfortable with what's going on because if you really are interested and passionate about marginalized people and what they're going through, that's an uncomfortable conversation to have. So the more you talk about it, you know, the more you're going to get an opportunity that you never know because you never know I might have an opportunity in my pocket right now for you. So come on, tell me.
Serious. Okay.
Yeah, I'm serious. I ain't here for play. I get paid to be here. And it's my company. It's my passion. I'm just trying to help y'all get there.
I don't like the way that people in the trans community are viewed and how they're treated throughout politics and throughout the world really upsets me.
I got you. Now, let me tell you something interesting. Online communities, there's a lot of bullying that goes on, especially with gender, sexual orientation. It's a lot of bullying that goes on, a lot of toxicity that exists, and there are a lot of companies right now that are trying to fix that. They're trying to figure out what they need to do. So there is a need for people who are interested and passionate about addressing those issues. And one of the ways you find out about those opportunities is that you come to stuff like this, and you tell somebody what you're passionate about so they can help you and connect you with somebody that you can work with, and then you can get in there and figure out what it is you want to do. Because you may be somebody who you might not be the person who wants to stand up at the podium to talk about it. You may want to be the person who's out there giving information. You may want to be the person who's on the other end of a hotline that can talk somebody through some experiences that you might have had throughout your life that then you can keep them from committing suicide. Like, those are real issues. And there are opportunities for folks to go into those careers to help. It's always an opportunity like that. So I appreciate you sharing with me and feeling comfortable enough to share with me what it is that you're passionate about. So let's make sure we connect, okay? For sure. Because I'm here not for me. I'm here to help young people get to what it is they want to be. Like, I could try to preach and talk about what I do all day long, but I'm not the smartest guy in this room. I mean, I'm pretty smart, but I'm pretty sure somebody else got some better ideas. And when I'm working with more than just myself, then the things that we can come up with are just astronomical. So I don't want to be by myself. I want to build a community and a coalition so we can go out there and make some serious impact and change in this world. And there's money and opportunities to do that, but you just got to be able to plug in and do that stuff. So I appreciate that, okay? Awesome. What year are you in school?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman. Okay, where'd you graduate from?
Lanier High School.
Lanier High School, okay. Lanier as in Columbus?
No, like right underneath Lanier.
Oh, like
right
Lanier. Got you. Cool. So you from Georgia? Okay, awesome. I love working with students from Georgia. It's just something about Georgia. I don't know, maybe that's because it's where I'm from. I don't know. But it's pretty fun. Questions, give me some more questions. So what else, what other challenges are y'all facing with trying to choose, what to do later? Like, are people pushing college on y'all and y'all not feeling that?
Everybody pushes this notion where, like, if you do something and it doesn't work out, it's not as if it's immediate failure, but it's almost as if it's hard to, like, bounce back from that. Yeah. So it's like making that one choice, especially like college, where you have to point yourself in the direction that you want to go on. But like the rest of your life, it seems like it's like a lot to really to really put yourself in that position where like, okay, this is where I was going to go.
A lot of pressure and stress. I'm feeling y'all. When I was growing up, I'm 43, all right? When I was growing up, I was told to go to school, pick a college, lawyer, doctor, engineer. It's pretty much all you want to do. They say you can be a teacher, but teachers weren't really getting paid a whole lot, still don't really. But, those were the things that you would go into, right? And you would go to school for a job. We got to disrupt all of that. you should be going to school to incubate the idea that you have for the companies you want to start. Okay? So if you know what it is you want to go to, you should be spending the next 3 years in school, 3, 4, 5, it took me 6 to graduate, I ain't gonna lie. You should be spending the next years in college incubating the ideas that you have, all right, to start your own company, because that's where you can build your network, because there's other people that are feeling the exact same way you're feeling and they want to start that as well. And it's you know, I get that pressure, I get that, but please understand you are in control of your destiny. The road to success is paved with 1 million failures, okay? Please know, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I failed at some companies, right? I failed at a good number of companies. And I had to bootstrap, which means I had to continue to work until I found something that's successful. And now that we are starting to scratch the surface with the company we're doing right now, I do this full time. I used to be in the classroom all the time, right? I used to have to do, I did DoorDash for a while. I did Uber for a while, right? You figure out how you can make it work and how you can make it happen until you get to where you want to be, all right? So please, it's unfortunate that you are being pressured, but please, well, first of all, pressure makes diamonds, all right? So that means there's something good in your future if you learn how to utilize the pressure, but it also can bust pipes. But if you harness that pressure, harness that energy, and direct it and focus it, thank you, then you will become a diamond, all right? And that's what I want y'all to do. That's what I want to make sure our company is provided, but not just in our company, whether or not you get involved in that or not. You know, we can connect. We can talk. I can talk with your parents if your parents don't quite understand where your parents are. I can help them figure out, because one of my first jobs in Atlanta Public School was a college career readiness liaison. So I would talk with parents and students about their trajectory all the time. And so, but then I'm a math teacher, science teacher, history teacher. So, you know, I can talk about a whole lot of stuff with parents to help them understand that makes sense. I also coach basketball, football, and baseball. So I've lived several lives. So you're talking about, you know, changing from here to there. My mom was the same way. She was like, now, you gonna figure something out? And then I got married. She was like, okay, it looks like you're doing, but then I started having children. So I got 3 kids, right? Y'all gonna figure something out? It doesn't have to be traditional. It doesn't have to look the way it looked when they were growing up. It doesn't have to look that way, but you just be passionate about what it is and just keep taking one foot from the other and keep walking towards that. You'll get there eventually. All right? Well, it reminds me, I need to take a picture of these good-looking students, these scholars out here, these future esports professionals, gaming professionals, doing their thing. Oh, he's like, yeah, if I'm gonna get a picture, I gotta get my hoodie down and all that stuff. That's what's up, man. I got a tweet to let people know on my Instagram that there's some young people, especially out here in Georgia, that's trying to get this thing, man. It's really trying to do something awesome. Oh, that's not a picture. This is, we got it and got it. Cool. And Stevenson High School, y'all in my backyard, so, you know, we need to do a lot of stuff over there. Yes, sir.
How do you get into the young esports league if your school doesn't offer you join it privately?
Yes, you can. And one of the things that we can do as well is we're agnostic, which means you can be in multiple leagues when you're working with us. So it doesn't matter whether or not you're in our league or doing somebody else's league. We want you to have as many opportunities as you possibly can, right? So I have a display out front with some information. I definitely want y'all all to take my survey so I get the information, because what that happens, so data is a big thing, right? I know when y'all take tests, the teachers talk about data, and your principals probably talk about it. It helps us to direct dollars and energy towards the things you are passionate in. So if I get that information from y'all, I can walk into your principal's office and say, hey, you have a real big passion and interest for this opportunity in these industries. So what we're gonna do, let's do something, let's make it happen. And then that's how we do it. So make sure you take that. They have some information about Youth Esports League. You can sign and send me your information. You don't have to pay. It is paid to be a part of our Youth Esports League. It's $200 a year. And that gets you into all of the competitions and things that we do as well. But there are other opportunities that exist there. And also Morris Brown College, all right? We have a degree program at Morris Brown College. We have an esports center that we donated the money to build, and we're in there. So make sure you stop by the display on the outside. PCX is the acronym for the company, and get the information, ask me questions, and I want to connect with y'all. Thank you again for being here. They're gonna exit out on this side.
Yeah.